Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Talia. For those of you that do not know me, I am here today to give you guys some advice on having healthier habits for yourself, just for the better of your mental clarity and just being able to live a more positive, happy life. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy and let's get started. Okay, so now that we're getting into this, I want to start off, I made like a little bullet point list of everything that I wanted to go through. These are just things that have habits that have helped me better myself, and I feel so much better after changing these habits. And they're habits that I'm still currently working on. So yes, I want to share this with you guys. The number one thing that I have on here is eating a healthy, organic, and clean diet. The reason why I have this as the top number one is because this is something that I have changed a ton, and it has helped me tremendously with mental clarity, not having mental fog, being able to wake up in a good mood, just being overall in a positive mood. Changing my diet has changed me completely, and I can't express that enough. Switching from your produce being non-organic to organic, that's a huge change, because not that I should necessarily get into all the details and stuff, but I personally like the organic stuff because it doesn't have any pesticides and all of the extra chemicals that are sprayed onto the vegetables to make them last longer, just for the look of it. So that is why I choose to eat more organic. And if I don't get something organic at the produce store, we go to Produce Junction a lot, and their stuff is not organic, but even if we get something that's not organic, we have a fruit and vegetable cleaner that we clean all the fruits and vegetables before we eat them and cook them. So yes. Also, just starting to look at ingredients on the back of the boxes, that has tremendously changed the way that I look at food. I am now very aware of the foods that I'm putting in my body because I'm looking at the ingredients. I'm seeing the extra added chemicals that they put into this stuff, and the Red 40 and just all the dyes and the ascorbic acid, and it's so many things just are added into these frozen meals and just a bunch of stuff, and it's just, you're better off without it. And this is why it causes a bunch of stuff. It causes anxiety, it causes stress, it causes internal stress, it causes a bunch of things, and I won't really go too much into that, but that's just personally my opinion. All right. Also, before I move on to the next one, I do want to mention that when I used to eat really, really bad, I would eat out all the time. I would not look at the ingredients. I would eat whatever I had in front of me. I was eating McDonald's all the time, Taco Bell. I was so depressed. When I tell you, I was literally so depressed, and I just would always have mental fog. My anxiety was so high. I'm sure if I went and got my blood work done, it wasn't good. Now that I'm healthier and I eat a more better diet, I am so much happier. Obviously, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm the happiest person in the world. Everybody has their struggles, but on a day-to-day basis, I am so much happier within myself and just the way that I feel, and just overall, I'm so much happier, and I can't express that enough again. My anxiety is I know how to control my anxiety now. It's nowhere near as bad as what it used to be. I'm on the road to it being gone completely, or to controlling it completely, I guess. But diet truly does affect stuff like that. So yes, I'm gonna move on to the next one. The next one is drinking morning tea instead of coffee. Now, personally, I like the herbal teas. So me and Matt have a bunch of herbs. I always say herbs, but when I say herbs, but it's herbs, whatever. So I have my morning tea almost every single morning. I tend to fall out of it sometimes just because you gotta make the tea, put a bunch of stuff. I've been pretty good at it recently, but it's okay if sometimes you fall out of it, just like doing stuff like that, drinking tea in the morning. And it also takes my craving away for coffee. I don't drink coffee anymore. So yes, that is a big one for me. And especially for girls, this is for the girls, red clover and raspberry leaf are two really, really big ones for our hormones and just like when we're on our period. Like when I have my morning tea with the red clover and the like hibiscus flower and the raspberry leaf, those three things make a huge difference in my period cramps and how long my period lasts. So that's just how I've experienced it, but yes, so that's a big one. Also, another big one, exercising. I don't want to say like a certain amount of times a week, but like trying your best to exercise as much as you can. I personally feel so that exercising at least 3 days a week is when I feel my personal best. Even if I'm like, I love our little neighborhood where we live, so even just going on walks here, they have a gym, they have 2 gyms here, so like going to the gym here, it's literally right, I can walk to it. Not to mention our gym that we go to is like 10-15 minutes down the road. So going to the gym, even if it's just for 20-30 minutes, like getting yourself into that habit of going will only make you want to go even more. Okay. Not spending on unnecessary things. I used to be so bad at this where I would just go to like, well, now I will say like I still do go to TJ Maxx and I still do like go shopping and stuff. That's just like the life of being a girl. And it's like my happy place. Like I love going to the store and like just searching around. Even if I don't buy anything, it's still so much fun to me. So not spending on unnecessary things as in like, okay, if I have a break at work and there's TJ Maxx across the street, like my grandma lives around the corner too, like making the smart financial decision when I have like a slow week at work to go to my grandma's instead of TJ Maxx, or just like going and not buying anything, like making those more financial decisions, I guess, and not buying like clothes that I already have so many freaking clothes, like I don't need more. So, but treating yourself is very important. So I do treat myself a lot, but it used to be a lot worse. So yes. Okay, next one, not reacting. So I guess like thinking like when I'm triggered, I tend to have a problem, and this is like me getting really like personal. When I'm triggered, I react right away. Like it's very hard for me to control my emotions, and that's just from my upbringing, like this shit that I've went through and the trauma that I've been through. So everyone has their trauma, but like, and it makes you the person that you are, and it creates triggers for you. So the trauma that I have been through has caused like triggers for me. And this is one thing I'm still working on, is just not reacting, and giving myself a couple minutes to like calm down and breathe. And yeah, just not reacting, not being so negative and harsh and hostile. So yes, that was really personal, but again, I'm doing this to kind of like help people with better habits, and just like not everybody's perfect. Everybody has their own shit to work on. All right. Next one is no cursing. I still curse. Like I still say shit. Like I still curse, but just trying my best to not curse. It doesn't look good. Like I personally don't like it because it doesn't look good. It doesn't. I try to be more classy, and just the cursing is just not pretty. It's not, you're just putting that negative energy out there. So yeah, that's that one. Not really too much to go into there. Journaling is a big one. Oh my god, the sun is so bright. This is like really good lighting, but it's also, the sun is just hitting the spot right here. Okay, journaling is a huge one for me. That's why I have this little book. This is my journaling book. I got it from like TJ Maxx. I have like journaled so much in here. I don't do it every day. I should be doing it every day, but I tend to do it when I'm like frustrated and I need to get something out. instead of reacting, journaling and writing it down has helped me a ton. So I highly recommend getting yourself a personal journal, and when you are frustrated, when you're having a lot of emotions, write it down, because that helps tremendously. Okay, and just like journaling gratitude, I tend to do that a lot too, is journaling like every day, or at least like when I leave for work, I'll always like just take a moment and just like breathe and just like thank God and the universe for just such a beautiful day, and for every day of life, and for my bones, for my body. Just showing gratitude is very important. Next one is reading more. I think reading is something that has helped me tremendously with, that's like my word of the day, is tremendously. I'm like, I keep using that word, but it's helped me a lot, especially with mental fog, and just like I have a problem with being on my phone so much, so like taking the time instead of being on my phone to read is great. Highly recommend. Especially books that like are good for your mental health. Those are books that like I prefer. So yes. Okay. Going to sleep early and waking up early. That has changed my mindset on a lot of things too. Whereas though going to sleep early, you just wake up feeling so much better. Another thing is not eating past like 8 o'clock at night, because your body's still digesting its food. And you shouldn't eat like 2-3 hours before bed. Okay. Not saying I don't eat before bed sometimes. Like sometimes I'm craving a late night snack, but for the majority part, like I really try my best not to. So yes, next one is quality family time. I think people they get so caught up in the world that they just forget to spend time with their family, and just like people don't realize how important that is. Like you have to appreciate what you have, because, and I know that sounds so cringy, but like it's so true. Like you have to appreciate what you have and put time and effort into that, because those people aren't going to be here forever. You're not going to be here forever. Like you need to make sure that you're creating time for the people that you love, and it makes them feel good too. Meditating is a really big one. That is like, I would say top 10 of what has helped me. That has helped me a ton with like my anxiety, and just like calming myself down when I need it, and putting me into a more positive, relaxed state. I know some people think that like meditating might like be weird and this and that. Like I used to think like meditating was weird, and then Matt introduced me to it, and it completely changed my freaking life. I will tell you, that's for sure. Next one is scary movies. I used to love scary movies so much, and then like I don't know, I guess it was just like the fun, like I don't know, like the thrill of it. I don't know, but I used to love watching scary movies. I remember I would always have nightmares, and just like it put me in such a negative mindset. And especially like drama shows. I find that if I watch a drama show, like I'll start like talking like the drama show. I'll be like, yeah, like I'll just like have more attitude, if that makes sense. So I try to be aware of like what I'm watching, but I also love drama shows, so like reality TV, so I try to limit my shit with that. Oh my god, that just scared the shiznits out of me. All right. Next one, we're almost done. I only have a couple more. The next one is manifesting and affirmations. Those are two big ones as well. Every single thing on here is just like a huge change, honestly. But manifesting and affirmations is huge. I actually just did a 5-year plan, and I did it yesterday. And it was really relaxing, and it's like a way of me manifesting, because I'm like putting it on paper, and I'm like looking at it every day. I'm like reading into it and like stuff like this. But yeah, and then also just like telling yourself that you already have something that you want. So like, for example, my 5-year plan, like one of the things I have on there is to me and Matt to buy a home and for me to have an at-home salon at that home. So I always picture myself, like every day I try to find the time in the whatever day, like I try to find the time to like envision myself in our future home with an at-home salon and it being like exactly how I want it to be, like decor wise and just clients coming to me. And yeah, when I tell you, when I was opening my salon, I still do it sometimes, but I will like sit there and I'll envision myself like clients messaging me to book appointments, and then like the next morning I wake up and I have like 5 people messaging me to book an appointment, and then when I don't do it, clients don't message me. So like, I mean, like I'm not gonna say it all the time, but like almost I would say like 90% of the time when I do manifest and I do say that to myself and envision like clients actually messaging me to book appointments or booking it on my online website, they actually, people end up the next morning booking appointments. So it just kind of shows that like manifestation is true, it is real. You just have to envision it happening like you already have it. Affirmations, I try to look at myself in the mirror every day and just like tell myself how beautiful I am and just how loving, like I do affirmations. It's very important. Next one is stopping drinking. I still drink from time to time. Like I had a glass of wine the other night. But when it comes to like drinking like every weekend and like every time we go to a family function, like every time we go out to dinner, get a drink, like I have stopped doing that because drinking, I don't feel the need to have a drink in order to have a nice time, or to enjoy my time. I can be myself and not have something that's gonna change my mood. Like I'm already a positive, happy person, very loving person, so I don't need something to make me feel that way. But yes, I will say though, at me and Matt's engagement party last Sunday, I had a couple of drinks because it was very overwhelming, and like that is something where like when all the attention is on me and Matt, like I wanted to drink because it calmed me down. It made me feel a little bit more like relaxed, I guess. But I was drinking wine, or no, I wasn't drinking wine. I was drinking whatever. But sometimes I will, not all the time. Especially for like celebrations. Okay, but to each to their own. If you are somebody that likes to drink and that's just how you like to, what you like to do, then that's totally fine too. I just personally, these are things that have helped me tremendously. Okay, spending time alone. I used to not spend time with myself. I used to not like be able to just be by myself. But spending time alone is so important and so crucial to like to your life, because you have to, again, it's gonna sound cringy, but you have to be able to, you have to love yourself in order to love others. And I truly believe that, and like the way that you love yourself is the way that other people will love you. So just spending time alone with myself and just like loving myself, like I love, something about it is so relaxing, so fun, like going, holy shit, I gotta sneeze, oh my god. Sorry, when I'm sick, I like cannot stop sneezing. All right, I think I'm good. But I love going to the park and going on walks by myself, listening to music, listening to a podcast, just listening to the freaking trees. Like something about it is so relaxing. And then you're getting your exercise in. Also just like going to the mall by myself, going to TJ Maxx, Home Goods, wherever it is, going to Target, like I prefer to do those things by myself because I'm in my element, I'm relaxed, I can take my time, I don't have anybody rushing me, I can enjoy it, whatever. Also stuff like this, like just filming videos, like this is so much fun to me, and it's like why it's been so much easier for me to like start this, because it's something that I've always wanted to do. I've always had a passion for stuff like this, being a content creator and just spreading like positivity and stuff like that. So it's definitely helped me be able to do this because this is something that I'm doing by myself and I love it and it's fun. Okay, last one is grounding and just being outside. Being outside with like, and grounding, like hugging trees. It's gonna sound so funny. I used to think this was so weird. Matt would do it all the time. Or like, what are you doing? But like, if you think about it, trees are literally identical to what our lungs look like. And without trees, we wouldn't be able to breathe. Like, trees give us oxygen. So like, it makes sense. So hugging trees, it's like just gives you so much oxygen. It helps you to breathe and to relax and calm down. Same thing with grounding, like connecting yourself with the universe and the ground. Like you're grounding your feet into the ground, and it just is something so relaxing. Like if me and Matt ever get into an argument, we always go outside and we ground, and we find that kind of like calms us down and just like it makes it easier to communicate with each other, if that makes sense. But yes, that was everything. That was so much fun. I love doing that. If you guys want me to do more videos like that, please comment down below, like this video, and thank you so much for watching. Oh, last one is spread positivity. Just be the person that you are. Stay true to yourself. So important. But yes, thank you for watching. Mwah.